What's up, guys? It's Torwinox here, and today we're watching a team deathmatch by katarina66, and it's on the museum, and this is just some sniper gameplay. And even though it's probably pretty good, I'm not really going to talk about the gameplay today. As you should know, E3 has just been, and there was a lot of interesting stuff there, even though I haven't checked any of the conferences, because I just don't have the time for that. They take like, what, 1.5 hours, so, and I'm not that interested in any of them because I don't want to see the like casual bullshit or like Microsoft's apps. Even though I have an Xbox, I really do not care about those. But I did care about the games that came out because there was a lot of interesting games, and Grey Ghost already did a video about this, so this is kind of a video response on the games I thought was most interesting. So first but let me just say this real quick. I didn't check any of the conferences, as I said, but I heard the Nintendo's was a really let down, and I don't know. I was kind of excited for that one, even though I wasn't going to buy a Wii U. I really wanted to see what it could do and stuff, and some good games for it. But it seems like it didn't even show that. So I don't know. I just wanted to mention that. So one thing I could ask you guys is, are you going to buy the Wii U, or are you even interested in the Wii U? Because I never was, because I never really liked any Nintendo titles. I don't like Nintendo titles, but like Mario and stuff like that. But are you going to buy it? Are you interested in it? Let me know in the comments below. But the games, as far as the games go, there was a lot of interesting games. I was interested by Beyond, a game by Quantic Dreams, the guys that made Heavy Rain, and I did buy and play Heavy Rain, and I think Beyond might be better than Heavy Rain because I don't know, Heavy Rain made me kind of depressed. I don't know, so I actually sold it just because of that, because there are some games that I just do not really want to play because it made me so depressed, so I just put the controller down. So I don't know, I did like Heavy Rain, was like an 8, but I didn't want to keep it. So Beyond might be a good game, but I'm not gonna say too much about it because what I saw of the trailer, it wasn't really much. It was just like bits and pieces of what happened, and I didn't really understand anything, and I did not read or see the conference again, so maybe they said something there. But as far as the trailer goes, it didn't really show any gameplay, or I didn't see any gameplay, and I didn't really get what it was all about. I think it was some girl that had some powers and stuff, but it looked pretty interesting. You should check it out, but I'm not gonna link everything though in this video because it was a lot of links. And then of course we have Last of Us, and although I think Uncharted 4 would have been better, and I really hope Naughty Dog will do that, but that might be another video. I'm gonna talk about Uncharted 4 probably in another video, but it looked interesting because it looked different. I really like Resident Evil 4. Actually, I'm a really huge fan of Resident Evil 4, so I really like these real survival games that you actually have to conserve your ammo, conserve your health items, stuff like that. So it looked interesting, but I'm not really sure if I'm gonna buy it just yet, just because I don't know. I like some kinds of survival games, but not all of them. So we'll see. But it was really interesting, and I want to see more. And then we have God of War Ascension. I'm not gonna buy that. It was just like an interesting game, that's all. But I'm not gonna buy it. I've never been a fan of the God of War series, and that was pretty much it for Sony's part. Then we had Halo 4, but I kind of like the Halo games, but I never been into the story, even though I have an Xbox, and I just couldn't play Halo 3 because I just found it really boring. So I don't know. The multiplayer is pretty good, but I don't even have Xbox Live because I don't think there's enough games for me to actually purchase Xbox Live because it costs. It's not like PlayStation; it's not free. So we'll see. But I was not really hyped for any Xbox games. We had Gears of War 4 there. I was not really hyped for that because I have 3 and I haven't really played it all that much yet. So we'll see. But then we have Assassin's Creed 3, of course. That was probably the game I was most hyped for because it looks so I don't know. I have been an Assassin's Creed fan for quite a time, but I never really liked them that much after Assassin's Creed 2. but this one looks awesome because they actually put variety in the game. It's not just like you're in a city and you have to kill people. He was on a ship. He was on a battlefield. He was like, it looked, one part looked kind of like Skyrim because he was killing wolves and deers and stuff, and I don't know. It'll look really good, but I really don't know because the game could also suck, but I don't think so. We'll see what they do with it, but I never really been a fan of like games where you have a ship and stuff like that, and you have to go on water and there'll be cannon fire everywhere and stuff like that, because I hated it in Slide 3, but it might be awesome, it might not, I don't know, we'll see. Then we had Watch Dogs, and I hadn't even heard about that game before this, so, oh, and I forgot one Microsoft game though, Blacklist, Tom Clancy, not Siphon Filter, what's it called, Splinter Cell, Blacklist, and that looked pretty good, but I'm not gonna go too far into that because I haven't really played the first Splinter Cell Xbox 360 exclusive yet. I can't remember that one though, so we'll see about that, but it looks interesting. And then Watch Dogs, and that game looked interesting. I'm definitely gonna check that out. I'm not gonna buy it yet or pre-order anything, but I'm going to look into that game because it looked really awesome, and you should check that trailer out. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because we're running out of time here. Maybe I'll put in another video, actually a short one, so I can talk a little bit more, but maybe not. And a game nobody, even though it's big, I haven't really heard anyone talk about it, and it's Crysis 3. I really like Crysis 2, and I'm excited for Crysis 3, even though I don't think it's going to be as special as Crysis 2 was. Because I really like Crysis 2, and I really liked the soundtrack, so I'm glad they kept that, but I don't know, we'll see. But I'm definitely interested in Crysis 3, and I'm probably going to buy it, because it's probably the best first-person shooter out there that is, like, kinda like COD and stuff like that, because I'm not going to say Deus Ex Human Revolution is a first-person shooter. It's one of the few I have, so yeah, and probably forgetting something. Oh, Tomb Raider. That was such a surprise to me because I saw the last Tomb Raider, that PSN game, and I was like, that sucks. I don't even want to play that because I really hate like mini games and stuff like that. But the new Tomb Raider, it looked like a freaking movie or something. I was really interested by that game, and I think I'm gonna buy that because that looked nothing like what I would expect it to look like. It looked kind of like Uncharted, but in a way more epic than Uncharted. But they did not show any gameplay or stuff like that. It was just a trailer, or I didn't see any gameplay yet. So, but it was a pretty long trailer. But from the trailer, that might be one of the best games on E3, and that was such a surprise because I never really paid attention to the Tomb Raider games because they were kind of before my time. I didn't really play games when the first ones was out, and I didn't really like the one Underworld or whatever what it was called. I saw a little bit of it, but I was like, meh. So I'm definitely gonna check that out because I think it was for PS3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was for PS3 as well. Even though they showed it on Microsoft's conference, I'm pretty sure. But I'm definitely gonna look into that. That looked awesome. And I don't think I'm missing something that I liked. Of course, there were other games as well, and the VU showed a lot of like old games that are coming from VU, and that was such a letdown. Like Batman Arkham City. But you can just play with that VU controller and it just look kind of stupid. So I'm not getting a VU, but I really want to know which games did you like, because I hope you liked some of them, because there were a lot of them and they were all interesting. Well, not all of them, but all the games I mentioned I think was interesting. And which are you getting, and are you getting or are you interested in a VU? You don't have to say if you're gonna like pre-order it or get it, but are you interested in it? Like you are even considering buying it. So I'm not, but I really want to know what you guys think. So thanks Katarina for the video. I'm Torwinox, and I'm out.